Okay, today we're going to look at multiplying polynomials. So we already looked at multiplying a monomial times a monomial and a monomial times a polynomial. Now we're going to look at multiplying two polynomials together. So we're going to start by going through the idea of the box method. We can think of multiplication like when we find the area of a rectangle, we multiply the sides. So if we have 3 times 4, one side is 3, the other side is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. That gives us an area of 12. We can also make that for a little more complex problems. So if we have 3 plus 2 times 4 plus 6, we're going to draw a box. And our first side is 3 plus 2. Our other side is 4 plus 6. Now, step 2, I'm going to find the area of each box in here. All right, so I have 3 and 2 and 4 and 6. 3 times 4, that's 12. 3 times 6, that's 18. 4 times 2 is 8. And 6 times 2 is 12. Now to find this overall, we can add everything together. Add all the boxes, we get our final answer. 12 plus 18 plus 8 plus 12. Adding them together, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right, so we can verify that by using our order of operations like you've seen before. Do parentheses first. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. So 5 times 10 equals 50. For a simple problem like this, the box method will take longer, but it will help you when you go to look at polynomials. So we are going to apply this to multiplication involving polynomials. So our example is x plus 5 times x plus 2. So we're going to start with a box. And I'll put x plus 5, x plus 2. The reason why I'm writing those positives, because you'll see in the next one when we do a negative, you have to keep that negative with it. All right, step 2, we're going to draw out our box. X plus 2, x plus 5. All right, and let's go with x times x. And x times x is x squared. Then this will be 2 times x. So 2 times x gives me 2x. This one will be 5 times x, which is just 5x. And this last one will be 5 times 2, which gives me 10. All right, now we're going to add up the boxes. So x squared plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. We can combine our like terms. So we get x squared plus 7x plus 10. That's our final answer for that one. All right. Now, another method we can use is using the idea of the distributive property. So I'm going to show you an example of that. We're going to multiply by using the distributive property. Take your first term and multiply it by both things inside parentheses. So x times x, and then x, so plus x times 2. We also have to do it for the other term, 5 times x and 5 times 2. All right, we call this, I'm going to call this double distribute. since we're doing the distribute twice. All right, x times x is x squared, 2 times x is 2x, 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 2 is 10. Combine our like terms, and we will get x squared plus 7x plus 10. It is the same problem we did in the first one, so we should get the same answer that we did either with the box method or the distributive property. All right, example 2, we are going to look at another one using, I'll do both the distributive property and the box method. So for my box method, my first side is 3x plus 1. My second side is x minus 2. Keep that negative with the 2. So multiply these things through. 3x times x is 3x squared. Negative 2 times 3x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. So it's negative 6x. 1 times x, which is just 1x or x. And negative 2 times 1, which gives me negative 2. Add them together. Add up all the little pieces. So I get 3x squared minus 6x plus x minus 2. Combine my like terms, and my final answer is 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. All right, and distributing is a similar idea. I'll take the first piece and multiply it by both things in there. So 3x times x, and then 3x times a negative 2. And then do it with the other terms, the other term as well, 1 times x, so plus 1 times x, and 1 times negative 2. Okay, now I'm going to go through and simplify. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x. 1 times x is just x. And 1 times negative 2 is minus 2. Combine my like terms. 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. So we should get the same answer either way that you do it, whatever works best for you. We're going to skip over explain 2, and then we're going to look at explain 3, which is using polynomials with more than 2 terms. So for the box method with this, I have x plus 2. But here I have 3 terms in the other one. So I'm going to put x squared minus 5x and plus 4. Again, we're going to multiply through to find what goes into the boxes. So this is x times x squared, which is x to the 3rd power. Add the exponents. This one is negative 5x times x. Add the exponents. Since they're both 1, it's negative 5x squared. This box will be 4 times x, which is just 4x. 2 times x squared, which is 2x squared. 2 times negative 5x, which gives me negative 10x. And finally, 2 times 4, which is 8. Now I'm going to add all my terms up. X to the third plus 2x squared minus 5x squared minus 10x plus 4x plus 8. I do have some like terms that I can combine. So x squared, combine them. 2x squared minus 5x squared is going to be a minus 3x squared. X to the third just stays the way it is. Also, negative 10x and 4x, they're both like terms. So negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6x plus 8. So we can apply that same method. You also can do the distributive method. It does end up getting a little messier. And I'll do that here in just a second. Okay, if you want to do the distributive property for this one, x to x squared, multiply it to each piece in there. So x times x squared is x to the third. X times negative 5x is negative 5x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Also do it with the other term, 2 times each piece that's inside. So 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times negative 5x is minus 10x, and 2 times 4 is plus 8. Look for like terms, x squared and 2x squared, negative 5x squared and 2x squared, so that's minus 3x squared. We also have 4x and minus 10x, so that's minus 6x. Only one number by itself and only one x cubed term. So we should get the same answer either way. All right, there is a worksheet for you guys to work on with a few more practice problems.